Hi. So the topic for the presentation is legal and ethical issues in retailing. The main two issues in retailing are legal and ethical issues. Ethical issues are a set of rules for human moral behavior. It can be explicit as well as implicit. Explicit code of ethics. These are written policy that specifies what is ethical and unethical behavior. The other one is implicit. These are unwritten but well understood set of rules and standards for moral responsibilities. The other one is legal issues. These are related to laws. It dictates which activities society has deemed to be clearly wrong. Activities for which the retailers and their employees will be punished through federal or state legal system. That is a violation of some activities or legal activities can lead to punishment and intervention of legal system. In the view of competitive nature and dynamic environment within which the retail operates, it is important to monitor the legal and ethical constraints affecting the sector. So let's see what are the ethical behavior in retailer-employee relationship. First one is misuse of company assets. The employees must understand that ethical behavior is demonstrated not only in how they act towards others, but also in how they treat property that doesn't belong to them. The key to success is in understanding who owns what and what boundaries exist for each one of them to use. And the next one is employee theft. These are becoming common these days. Employee theft from a retail store is a term that is used when an employee steals merchandise, food, cash, or supplies while on the job. Next one is misrepresentation of promotional information. It occurs when a retailer makes false or misleading advertising claims about the physical makeup of a product, the benefits to be gained by its use, or the appropriate uses of the product. It also occurs when a retailer represents that merchandise is made by a firm other than the true manufacturer. This is called palming off. And the next one is consumer fraud. Defrauding of a consumer of various products and services which do not perform as advertised, or overcharging or levying hidden charges through deceptive business practices. Now let's see what are the legal consideration in terms of site or location of a retail business. First one is environmental issue, and next one is zoning, building codes and signs. First one is environmental issue. The two environmental issues that have received particular attention in recent years are above the ground risk and hazardous materials stored in the ground. Above the ground risk such as asbestos containing materials or lead pipes used in construction and hazardous material used in the ground. This consideration is important for dry cleaner because of the chemicals it uses, or for an auto repair shop because of its disposal of used motor oil and battery fluids. And the next one is so in case of environmental issues, the retail business must consider well in terms of environmental issues, pollutions and the disposal, all part of that related to the environment, or otherwise can lead to legal problems or intervention of legal system. Next one is zoning. In case of zoning, zoning determines how a particular site can be used, and some sites are for residential use only, others are zoned for retail uses. And building codes determines the type of building, size, sign and type of parking lot used at a particular location. And the sign restriction on a use of sign can also impact the selection of location. Next one is legal and regulatory issues in HRM, that is human resource management. It can be four ways. First one is equal employment opportunity, compensation, employee safety and health, employee privacy. First one is equal employment opportunity. Goal of equal employment opportunity regulation is to protect employees from unfair discrimination in the workplace. Companies can treat employees different on the basis of their race, color, national origin, location, etc. Legal discrimination refers to the action of employees that results in members of a protected class being treated entirely different from others. Next one is compensation. In case of compensation, the law relating to compensation defined 40-hour work week per rate for work week, per rate for working overtime, minimum wage and pension plans, same pay for both men and women for same work. So these are some laws are related to compensation. In order to avoid such discrimination, various rules and regulations have been developed to protect employees. The next one is employee safety and health. In case of employee safety and health, the basic premise of these laws is that the employer is obliged to provide each employee with an environment that is free from hazards that are likely to cause death or any serious injury. The last one is employee privacy. Employees' privacy protection is very limited. Employer can monitor email and telephone communication, search an employee's workspace and handbag, but employer can discriminate any employee among employees when undertaking these activities unless they have strong suspicion that specific employee is acting inappropriately. So these are the legal and regulatory issues that comes under human resource management retailing. The next is a ways of unethical advertising. There are certain ways in which advertisements are shown or take or made in unethical ways. They are surrogate advertisement, puffery advertising, unverified claims, unhealthy brand comparison, and children in advertising. So the first one is surrogate advertising. This is prominently a case where advertising a particular product is banned by law. In India, although there is a ban on advertising of such products, manufacturers are still able to advertise and remind their brand in many indirect ways. For instance, Manichan Filmfare Awards, Royal Stack Music Series, Teachers Achievement Awards, etc. Second one is puffery advertising. Puffery as a legal term refers to promotional statements and claims that express subjective rather than objective views such that no reasonable person would take literally. For example, a 5-year-old kid might believe that a man can become chocolate by using an axe, but we know better. That is, the axe company shows a particular advertisement which is very puffery that by using this axe he becomes a man of chocolate man. So these are examples for puffery advertising. So next one is unverified claims. It includes advertisements of energy drinks which tells us about the number of vitamins and how they help children to grow strong and tall. There is no way of verifying these false claims. So these are unverified claims. For example, Horlicks, Maltova, Tiger biscuits, etc. Next one is unhealthy brand comparison. Nowadays, advertisers are engaged in unhealthy brand comparison with the help of advertising. Such comparisons create problems and confusions for the right choice of the product as far as audience are concerned. For example, Coke vs Pepsi, and there was an advertisement which compared both the toothpaste, the Pepsodent and Colgate. So these are unhealthy brand comparisons. The last one is children in advertising. Children are easily persuaded and have a large pull on today's market as is known by all advertisers, even one who do not intend for their products to be consumed by children. Next, let's see what are the legal and ethical issues in buying merchandise. It can be in ways of purchase terms and condition, tying contracts, commercial bribery, chargebacks, counterfeit merchandise, and last one, exclusive dealing merchandise. First one is purchase terms and condition. These are terms and conditions of purchase. It restricts the price. There are restrictions in price and terms that vendors can offer to retailers. This forbid vendors from offering different terms and conditions to different retailers for the same merchandise and quantity. Different prices can be offered if the cost of manufacturing, selling, and delivery are different. Otherwise, the retailers are providing different functions or extra services like distribution, store services, etc. And the second one is tying contract. These are agreement that requires the retailer to take a product it doesn't necessarily desire, which is called the tied product, to ensure that it can buy a product it does desire, which is called the tying product. So that is tying contract. And the next one is commercial bribery. In case of commercial bribery, a vendor or its agent offers to give or pay a retail buyer something of value to influence purchasing decisions. It can be free lunch and an elaborate or free vacation, etc. Some retailers with a zero tolerance policy, while some accept only limited entertainment or token gifts. And the fourth one is chargebacks. These are the practice used by retailer in which they deduct money from the amount they owe a vendor without getting vendor approval. It can be because of two reasons: merchandise isn't selling, vendor mistakes, or merchandise isn't selling, otherwise vendor mistake. There is difficulty for vendors when it disrupts relationships. And the fifth one is counterfeit merchandise. In case of counterfeit merchandise, the goods are made and sold without the permission of the owner of a trademark, a copyright, or a patented invention that is legally protected in the country where it is marketed. The last one is exclusive dealing merchandise. It occurs when a manufacturer or wholesaler restricts a retailer into carrying only its products and nothing from competing vendors. For example, Safeway, Coca-Cola. It can be legal. There can be legal way. It is illegal when they restrict such competitions. So these are the legal and ethical issues in buying merchandise. Some of the issues in price setting. Let's see what are issues in price setting or fixing of price. These are some legal issues. First one is horizontal price fixing. It occurs when a group of competing retailers establishes a fixed price at which to sell certain brand of products. Next one is vertical price fixing. It occurs when a retailer collaborates with a manufacturer or wholesaler to resell an item at an agreed price. Next one is price discrimination. It occurs when a retailer collaborates with a manufacturer or wholesaler to resell an item with agreed price. Next one is deceptive pricing. This is a method by which retailer use deceptive means to trick the customers into thinking that they are paying at a lower price for the product than what they are actually supposed to. Last one is predatory pricing. It exists when a retail chain charges different prices in different demographic areas to eliminate competition in selected geographic area. That is, predatory pricing is mainly for elimination of competition. Next, let's see what some of the common legal disagreements on the internet. These are the issues on internet when it comes to retailing online. Some of the disagreements on online shopping can be: the customer pay but merchant does not deliver. Next one is customer pays but the merchant delivers the wrong goods or in less quantity or broken or not how the product is supposed to be. The customer pays but the money does not arrive at the seller. And the last one is merchant delivers but the customer refused to pay. So these are some of the legal issues that comes in case of online retailing. There are several other issues as well. So that's all. Thank you.